mind and the heart to this room and to the body, leaving all your responsibilities aside and being here and now at this very moment. Be with the body, feeling the sensation throughout the body. And if your mind is composed enough and not restless, you can take your primary object to start off meditating. Or if you're feeling that your mind is still restless, conditioning in the past, constantly working, restlessly engaging in the past activities, then bring your mind back to the present moment, relaxing yourself, finding your bodily presence here and now, uniting your body and the mind at this very present moment, finding the sensation throughout the body. You may be imagining yourself sitting in front of the mirror, scanning the body, observing the sensation, and locating your mind into the primary object, where you can anchor yourself, floating around, in the meantime anchoring yourself onto that primary object. As we know that the mind will not be there without an object, it is always that there is an object. And our job is to be aware of that mental noticing each and every object while we are observing. So the finding of a primary object or being with the primary object is just familiarizing a place where we can come back at any time. It is not a place where we are improving or developing our meditation or understanding or improving our knowledge, but it is just a place where we start our journey inward. As our mind always engaging one after another in a true nature, mind itself want to be peace, and our desire to be in peace. But due to the condition that we are in this society, in the system of this modern world, we're constantly engaging one after another, relentlessly engaging on that, generating constant thinking. And we are thinking out of our body, engaging with the issues outside of our own self. Sometimes that again depending on our prejudice, depending on our attachments, depending on our negligence, or depending on our fear. We are investigating on that in order to find a solution. And we're constantly working on that, restlessly thinking about it. So the practice of meditation is to recognize, to understand that restless mind which is thinking, which is working on the stories, on the issues. So to see that mind, we have to slow our mind itself. As we can see in a football or even in a tennis or any sports, if we want to see the exact moment of a very incident, they will slow the process so we can see it clearly. Same with the mind. We have to slow it down, stopping, pausing, one at a time, will help us to see these mental activities, how it is engaging and how much we are engaging, and how it has become a restless stress and tiredness within ourselves, bodily and physically, mentally. So the practice of concentrating on the primary object is to sharpening our mind, and as well as slowing its activities from the rapidly working to the so slowly working. So we will be able to notice that mental actions. And when we are thinking, we will be able to be aware of the thinking mind. How much are we thinking? And then the more we are able to see this thinking mind, and then we will be able to see that within this thinking mind, how much we are engaging on the basis of our prejudice and hatred or fear or our attachments. And then every time when we are able to notice that, at that very moment our mind will stay still, quiet, stops there. And that stopping moment is the complete serenity, and that won't last any more long again. It will try to find somewhere else to jump. And whenever this situation happens, or whenever we feel confused what to do next, just simply come back to the primary object. And whichever you feel comfortable, the primary object, either the breath or the abdomen, just to make it familiar with. Make it as a refuge, where you can come back at any time. Like a home, a place where we can come back for our relaxation after a long walk, long working day or the holidays. And it's a place where we can feel home, safe and relaxed. And observing as it is, the way it is taking place, no matter what is happening, just being aware, observing, acknowledging, noticing, and let it be. Observing how it is happening, acknowledging the process of what is happening, and noticing it. Noticing objectively, there is no further than anything else, just the observer and observed. Do not identify, do not create, or do not judge whatever sensation or an object you are observing. Observing it objectively. And in the process of observing anything, if you feel that you are forcing yourself to notice it, take this force, take this virya or the effort away from our mind, and observing it objectively as it is, a natural phenomena. And when we are observing it as a nature of a phenomena or the natural law, it has to change. Nothing will remain the same, it has to change. And observing this changing nature, and let it go and come back to the primary object, observing as it is.